Welcome back. We're really excited about having Jeff Slutsky here. You are a keynote speaker, mostly on marketing. Doc's been talking a lot about you. Let's talk a little bit about yourself and what you want to talk about today.
Well, I'm, like you said, a keynote speaker, seminar leader in the area of marketing, but it's a very specialized type of marketing. How to market, promote, and increase your sales on a local level without spending hardly any money. And we call that street fighter marketing.
Wow, that's cool. How can you do that? I'm interested myself. Go ahead.
Well, we teach people how to network and how to look for opportunities that don't cost a lot of money to promote, where somebody else is getting just as much value from the relationship as you are. Then we show them how to use that kind of relationship to generate actual sales or people in the front door.
So how do you work with people? Can you work with anyone from anywhere, or how does it work?
Well, primarily, I'm either doing a speech at their annual convention, so it could be for a major trade show or a big franchise group. And then sometimes I'll come in and do a long-term project for a fairly big company where I come in and actually teach them how to do it one-on-one, and that becomes the basis for a program which they incorporate into their training program.
Now, do you have special programs like that you teach them?
Yes.
So what are they?
Well, one's called Marketing Without Money, Sales Made Super Simple, and then I have another one where we use the basic concepts of sales and marketing, the precepts that make those things effective, and apply it to all forms of just standard communication. So it could be for any type of audience.
Well, you know, what kind of businesses do you work with? Do they have to be large companies, or what kind of businesses can, utilize your services? Well,
usually it's big companies that have a lot of small locations. So it could be a franchise group where there are a lot of small individual companies, but there's a main company sort of in charge of it so they can duplicate it. Or, like I said, a trade association where everybody comes in for their annual convention. So they're all small independent businesses, but I work at their convention to teach them how to do these things.
Now, you have a website.
I do.
So what is that?
It's www.streetfightermarketing.com.
Okay. And so when people go up there, they're going to see, you've been doing this for a long time. I've known you've got some books there that you've written too. So what are they going to see there on that website?
Well, they'll see my demo video, so it'll show excerpts of me doing a program that I did last year with some other shorter excerpts, so they can see my style of speaking. So when I'm teaching people, not only do I want to give them information they can take back immediately, but we try to have a lot of fun in the talk, use a little humor, so they'll remember that.
Let's talk about some of those books that you got here. We only have a little bit more than a minute to go.
Okay. This is one of the newer ones called Smart Selling. And here's another sister book called Smart Marketing. Both are on Amazon.com, so they can get them there. And this is the original, Street Fighter Marketing Solutions, which was published by Simon & Schuster.
Doc, you got to talk about how you've been working with him too.
Well, Jeff and I have been friends ever since we was in karate together back in the early 70s. And the thing is he showed me a lot about marketing, and his way of thought, you're not going to learn in a book, except his books, because everybody wants to spend a lot of your money. He doesn't. He goes out in niche markets. He finds out. Just like this morning he was telling me that he worked with, I think it was about 40 or 50 restaurants in this one restaurant chain, and he got their gross up 5%.
Even restaurants need to have people sell. They're selling the food.
And every restaurateur out there, because I've owned restaurants too, 5% means a lot, especially when you're doing $1 million. Yeah, 5%'s a lot.
You know what I love about this segment today? It shows that there's a lot of people out there, they all want to know how they're going to get better. So your services, Jeff, are awesome. You know, you can offer them tips and tools of how to do that. But what Doc does is he kind of brings in the side of it of people that they can't get over, they can't get through that barrier, and it sort of helps together.
And it really does, and Jeff does a lot of the same things I do. He just doesn't use the hypnosis, he doesn't do the therapy. He does have a lot of fun. I mean, and I do too at my therapies. But
my speeches do put him to sleep. So it's
well, yeah, so the thing is you have to know what you want.
I'll tell you something, you do have to know what you want. Check him out, he might be able to help.